Hello, good evening. This is our lesson for standard normal distribution. So the first lesson is illustrate a normal random variable and its characteristics. I have already discussed this to you. And the second one is identify regions under the normal curve corresponding to different standard normal values. Our objectives. At the end of the learning episode, you are expected to: number one, illustrate a normal random variable and its characteristics. And number two, identify regions under the normal curve that corresponds to different standard normal variable. For us to recall the properties of a normal probability distribution, these are the following. Number one, the normal probability distribution is bell-shaped. So, alam naman natin, pag bell-shaped, kahugis daw siya ng bell. Number two, the curve is symmetric about its mean. Si mean po kasi ang naghahati sa ating normal curve. So, yung kanan at kaliwa ay may parehas sila na measurement, which is 50% or 0.5, left and right. Number three, the mean is equal to the median and to the mode. So the three of them, the mean, median, and mode, are all in the center of the normal random variable. Number four, ay normal random distribution rather. Number four, the spread of the curve depends on the standard deviation of the distribution. So, nakadepende po sa ating standard deviation yung lawak ng ating bell-shaped curve or the normal probability distribution curve. Number five, the tail of the curve flattens out indefinitely along the horizontal axis, asymptotic to the x-axis. So, yung tail daw niya, alam naman natin, yun yung pinakamaliit ang area. Okay? Ito daw ay asymptotic to the x-axis or the horizontal axis. And then number six, the area under the normal curve is 1. So the total area ng buong nasa ilalim ng ating curve is 1. So take note of the following. The area serves as the graphical representation of percentage, proportion, and probability. So, yung 1 na total area ng ating normal curve is pwede nating i-represent as 100%. So, multiply lang yon sa times 100 lang yon. Then, yung 0.5 ay pwedeng i-represent natin as 50% and so on and so forth. Pwede rin natin i-represent siya as proportion and of course by probability. The figure below shows areas under the standard normal distribution. So yung mga susunod natin na mga makikita ninyo sa slides is magpapakita po ng mga areas under the standard normal distribution. I have 7 examples here. Okay, so before that, before the examples, let us recall the empirical rule. Okay, so tandaan po natin itong empirical rule wherein one standard deviation away from the mean has an area of 68.3%. So, yan po, naka-percentage po yan ha. Then, two standard deviation away from the mean has 95.4%. And lastly, three standard deviation away from the mean is 99.7%. So, tandaan po ninyo yan because yan po ay makikita natin or magagamit natin sa mga susunod na examples. The areas are found in the Z table. So, meron tayong table na gagamitin. Doon po ninyo makikita yung mga areas. So, let's take a look with this graph. Kung makikita po ninyo, ang graph na ito ay nagpapakita po nagpapakita po siya ng lahat ng percentage sa bawat standard deviation away from the mean, and also the empirical rule. So, ito po yung nasa gitna. This is the mean, yung pinaka-zero. Then, yung nasa gitna, yan po ay 34.1. Then, yung isa ay 34.1 ulit. So, magkakaroon po tayo ng 68 point. Actually, this is not only one. Naka-round off lang kasi ito. Kaya naging 68.3. I think this is 634.14 or 16 yata. That's the two standard deviation away from the mean. Paano ma'am naging two standard? From 0, we have 1, 2. Okay, so two standard deviation away from the mean, left and right, has 95.44%. And three standard deviation away from the mean has 99.7%. So, ganito ang magagawa natin sa ating pag-graph or para mahanap natin yung area ng ating normal distribution. So, areas under the standard normal distribution, the leftmost part of the table contains the row standard or the row entries of the z values. Ito po yon, yung dilaw na narito. Okay? Read these values from left to right. So, from here, 0.1, pag ganon. Okay? The columns indicate the hundreds place of a z values. Etong mga to, ito ang nagsasabi kung ano yung hundreds. Yung pangalawang number after the decimal. So, eto kasing unang number after the decimal, yan po ay tenths. Yung pangalawang number from the decimal, dito po hahanapin sa taas at ang tawag po doon ay hundreds. Okay, read the column values from the top to the bottom. So, let's proceed na. Ito po, kalahati lang. Pinakita ko lang sa inyo kung ano ang itsura ng standard normal distribution table. Kalahati pa lang po yan. Mahaba po yan. Para makikita po natin yan sa ibibigay ko po sa inyo na copy. Okay, so example number 1, find the area that corresponds to z is equal to 0.25. Okay? So, gagamitin natin yung una, mag-graph muna tayo. So, ilalagay natin dyan yung ating normal curve. Then, i-locate natin sa 0.25. So, hanapin muna natin ang mean. Alam naman po natin na pag ang mean ay walang given, it is a standard normal distribution. At kapag standard, ang mean natin ay nasa gitna. It is 0. Okay? So, ililocate na po natin 0.25. Dahil ito ay 0, ito ay 1, and positive to, malamang andito yung sa gitna ni 0 and 1. So, hanapin natin, ayun na daw. Siya na daw yung 0.25. Ayan. Then, after malocate, from the mean, isi-shade natin siya. Ayan. So, ayan na po yung graph natin ng area corresponding to z is equal to 0.25. Paano ngayon yan makikita sa paano natin malalaman yung area kung ano bang sukat ng area na to? So, makikita natin yan sa pamamagitan ng z-table. So, ayan na nga po. Sabi kanina, hanapin daw dito yung unang dalawang number, the ones and the tenths place. So, ito pong 0 at saka 2 ay hahanapin dito sa column na ito. So, nakita po natin, ayun no, 0.2. And then yung 5, hahanapin nyo naman po dito sa taas. So, let's begin. Okay, 0.2. I-trace natin. Ayun po, hanggang sa tapat ni 0.05. And then, ayun sa 0.05. Kasi nga, bakit ma'am 0.05? Kasi nga, etong dalawa na to ay naroon na. So, para makita natin, gagawin natin 0 silang dalawa. Yung 0 at saka si 2. Para hundreds place na lang ang naiiwan. Then, trace down. Yan. And then, lagyan ng tanda para alam natin na siya yon. And then, basahin po ninyo kung ano yung ating area Yan na po yung area natin. Itong lahat na nasa white na to, yan po ay tinatawag na area of a standard normal distribution. So sa ngayon, ang hinahanap natin ay area that corresponds to Z is equal to 0.25. At ito po yun, yung naka-rectangle na yan. So, ayan po. Therefore, the area that corresponds to Z is equal to 0.25 is, according to here, 0.0987. So, yan po yung ating tinatawag na area corresponds to Z is equal to 0.25. Next, example number 2. Find the area under the curve between Z is equal to 0 and Z is equal to 1.48. So una, ilocate natin. Laging ganun para hindi tayo nagkakamali. Ilocate natin sa graph yung atin pong Z, values of Z. So ito po si graph. Hanapin si 0. Siyempre, nag-iisa yan sa gitna. And then, hanapin si 1.48 dahil ito ay 1 and 2. Ang gitna nila ay 0.5. So, urong ko lang ng konti dito para, kunyari, siya na yung 1.48. Ayan na. Then, i-shade natin yan. Yan. Yan daw, yung 0 at saka 1.48. So, ayan na po yung ating area. Hahanapin natin ngayon kung ano ang measurement ng area na to. So, ito na po yung ating table. Yan. Then, ito yung 0, 0. Ito yung 0, 0.0 dahil wala namang point, 0 din ang kanyang katapat dapat dito. So, ang area niya, 0, 0 pa rin. Yan. Next po is 1.48. O, hanapin nyo dito yung 1.4. Ito po yun sa, malapit sa dulo. And then, yung dulo naman doon sa 100 is 8. So, hanapin natin dito yung 8. So, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then, trace down. Ito rin, trace horizontally. Yan. Then, trace down. Ayan. Then, lagyan ng rectangle. We have our area. Okay? So, we have our area for between Z is equal to 0 and C is equal to 1.48. Ito na po, the area of C is equal to 0, 0, 0, and the area of 1.48 is 0.4306. Therefore, para mahanap natin yung area between them, we have to subtract. Okay? We have to subtract the area, the bigger area, to the smaller area, since they are all positive. Pag pareha silang positive, isasubtract natin yung area na malaki, na maliit, sa area na malaki. So, ito po ang nangyari. Kaya ang area natin is 43.06. Ma'am, pwede kayang gawin natin yan na percentage? Of course. Pwede po natin siyang gawin na percentage. Ito po ay i-multiply mo lang sa 100. Tapos, ito po ay magiging 43.06%. So, ito po ang percentage na equivalent niya. So, iyan po ang area ng shaded part natin ng green kanina. Okay? So, therefore, the area between, bakit ko ba nilagyan ng sulat? Okay, sorry. Buburahin ko yan siya. So, the area between Z is equal to 0 and Z is equal to 1.48 is 0.4306. Or in percentage, this is 43.06%. Example number 3. Find the area under the normal curve between Z is equal to negative 1.25 and Z is equal to 2.74. So, eto na. Nandiyan na po yung ating normal curve. I-locate na lang natin si negative 1.25. So, eto na po yun, negative 1.25. And the next one is Z is equal to 2.74. So, ilolocate na lang natin. Z is equal to 2.74. Ayun yung dalawa. Oh, may masyado silang magkalayo. So, ang hinahanap natin ay area between them. Etong narito. So, shade natin siya. Ayan na po. Tapos, hahanapin natin yung area nitong purple na to. So, paano ang gagawin kapag magkaiba yung sign? Okay? Kanina kasi, sa example number 2, same sign, subtract. Dito, different sign, so we are going to add. Ito na po. Yan. Trace natin. Ito po yung ating negative 1.25. Ay, 1.25 lang pala siya. 1.25 lang siya. Then, Z is equal to 2.74. Ayan, hahanapin na natin. Ayan, 2.74. And then, subtract lang natin siya. Ayan. Ay, subtract, I mean, add, different sign, add. So, ito na po. Therefore, 0.3944 plus 0.4964 is equal to 0.8913. So, in some percentage po, ito po ay 89.13%. Ganyan lang. Kung may tanong po kayo, pwede po kayo na mag-message sa akin. So, therefore, there are the area, mali yung spelling. The area between Z is equal to negative 1.25 and Z is equal to 2.74 is 0.89.13 or 89.13%. Example number 4. Determine the area under the standard normal curve to the right. Okay, nakalagay. To the right of Z is equal to 1.66. So, una, i-graph muna natin siya. Ito si graphing. I-locate si 1.66. Okay, and then i-shade. Ayan. So, to the right. Ito si 1.56. Right, ay 66 pala ito. Sorry. This is 1.66. Then, i-shade lang natin to. Yan na po. And then, hanapin lang natin yung area nito doon sa ating Z table or the standard normal distribution table. Yan na po. So, ito yung ating hahanaping area. Yan. Kaso, meron siyang sinabi na to the right. So, anong gagawin pag may nakalagay na to the right o to the left? Ito po ang ating gagawin. Una, hanapin nyo muna yung area. Pangalawa, i-subtract po natin ito sa 0.4515. Okay? Ma'am, bakit isa-subtract? Kasi kung nakikita po ninyo kanina doon sa ating graph, kung nakita po ninyo kanina, hindi po yon. So, i-graph ko kunwari ito po yung 0. Yung ating 1.66 ay narito. Tapos, shade down to the right. So, hindi kasama kasi yung gitna niya. Hindi kasama ito. Itong dilaw na to, itong kabuuan na to ay hindi kasama. Ay di ba, sabi kanina sa property, ang bawat kalahati ay ang normal curve daw ay symmetric sa mean. So kung ito ay 0.5 or 50%, ito ay 50% din or 0.5 din. So para makuha itong area na to, iso-subtract natin sa 5.5, etong nakuha natin na area sa under the standard normal distribution table. So therefore, our answer is 0.0485. So that is our area for number 4. Example number 5. Determine the area under the standard normal curve to the left So, kanina to the right, di ba? Ngayon ay to the left of negative 0.83. Kanina po ay positive 1.66. Ngayon po ay negative 0.83. Pero to the left siya. Hindi na po siya to the right. So, gawin natin ang ating normal curve. Ito po yung ating negative 0.83 and shade it to the left. So, from 0.33, galing dito, shade natin yon to the left. Ma'am, bakit to the left? Kasi nga po, ayon sa condition, kailangan to the left ni 0.83. So, susundin natin siya. Dito ang ating shade. Okay, so that is negative 0.33. And there you are, there's a shade. So, para ma-determine naman natin kung gaano ba kalaki yung area ng graph na yon. Yung from 0.83 hanggang dulo, hanggang sa tail. So, una, hanapin muna natin yan sa standard normal distribution table. Hanapin si negative 0.8 dito at si 0.3 dito. So, game. Ayan. Tapos 0.03, ayan. Tapos asan yung area? Eto. Okay? So, yan po yung area natin. Ngayon, paano natin malalaman ay area lang yan ng 0.83? Ang nakalagay ay negative 0.83. So, ito ang ating gagawin. I-minus natin yung ating area sa 0.05 dahil kalahati pa rin naman yon ng ating normal distribution. Okay? So, ayan po yun. Nag-subtract tayo and then we get 0.2031. Next, example number 6. Determine the area under the standard normal curve to the right of C is equal to 0.83. O, to the right ulit. Ano ang gagawin pag to the right? First, hanapin si 0.83. Ayun. That should be negative 0.33. Lagyan ko lang ng negative. Nabura yata. That is negative 0.33. Kaya narito banda sa negative side na to. Next is, okay, ayan. Kasi ang sabi to the right, so ang shade natin ay papunta dito sa right from 0.83. Paano ngayon? Kung kanina po nag-minus tayo, anong gagawin kapag ganyan? Lagpas sa kalahati, lagpas sa 50%. What are we going to do? Okay, alam kong may sumagot sa inyo, sa sarili ninyo dyan. So, we have to add. Ito po, hanapin muna natin ang kanyang area na 0.83 sa normal distribution table. Pag nakita na po ninyo, yan, i-add na natin siya doon sa 0.5. And after adding, we get 0.7969 as our area in number 6. Last one, number 7. Determine the area under the standard normal curve to the left. O, left yan. Kanina, yung 8 is right. Ngayon naman ay left. And then, parehas lang sila ng given, di ba? Z is equal to 1.66. Ito din yung given natin sa number 1. Ipapakita lang kasi natin kung paano nagkaiba yung left and right ng bawat given. So, ito po yung ating standard normal curve. And then, we locate 1.66. 66 po yan hindi po yan 1.56. So, 66. Yan. And then, hanapin natin yung to the left. So, dahil to the left ito, dito, simula dito sa line na to, shade natin yan lahat-lahat. Like that. And after po is, hanapin na po natin sa standard normal distribution table. Ito na po siya. 1.66, 1.66, and then we are going to add for us to get the area between the standard normal curve to the left, no, not between, area under the standard normal curve to the left of z is equal to 1.66. If you have more questions, you can ask, you can message in my account. Personal message lang po tayo. So, ito po yung summary natin. Remember po, para hindi po kayo maligaw, kailangan ninyong sundan ito. Okay? And ito. And that's all for today. Goodbye to all of you and thank you for watching.